Hey guys, what's up? It's Dusty here, back with another crypto video. In 2 days, we're going to be giving away $500 worth of crypto. If you still want to enter that giveaway, all that you have to do is comment something down below and make sure you press the like button on this video right now. Another $500 giveaway that we're doing is on my second channel called Dusty, and all that you have to do is subscribe to this channel, and once we hit 1,000 subs, we're going to be giving away, so you have quite a good chance to win right there. Now guys, today I have a very special video on Ripple and XRP. The reason for that is because I've really spent the last 11 hours here behind this screen looking up articles, looking up papers, reading through everything, and I've definitely found a lot of stuff. But one thing that I saw returning many times over and over again was tweets that look like this one right here. This is from Ripple Panda XRP, and it says, "Looks like many people have already realized the power of Power Piggy by BitTrue. It's been almost 2 weeks since I'm trying to get more XRP into the Power Piggy program." And I was like, alright, is this a scam? What the frig are they talking about? Is this like another BitConnect 3.0? Is this another, what is this? What are they talking about here? The first 2 or 3 times that I saw it, I did not pay attention to it because I thought it was some sort of scammy type of thing. But then I went to check the website out, and it is actually a lot simpler and better than I had expected. So please hear me out to the fullest. Do not go down below and comment scam or whatever, as it all makes sense in the end. Now, I went to check out the website and I looked through whatever they were saying here, and it is actually pretty plain simple. So what they're doing here is you put in XRP, and the minimum amount is 10 XRP that you have to put in, and you're gonna hopefully get about 7.3% per year, towards 10% per year, depending on how much of their coin you hold. And that's really the trick right there, right? At first I was like, why would they give you interest? Well, it's basically they want you to buy the BTR coin. And the more BTR you have, the higher your percentage goes, and it can go all the way up to 10%. But that's, I think, where the real money lies for them, which is also why they are offering a program like this. They don't want you to get the 7% return. No, they want you to get the full percentage return, and also for you to hold a lot of their coin. Now, guys, if you scroll down below a little bit, you can see a daily cap is set at 600,000 XRP right now, which is a very good thing, meaning that you can't just put infinite amounts of XRP and earn a ridiculous amount of interest. No, they have a certain cap, which is again also a plus for me. If they did not have a cap, it would be a very big red sign. But a better point for me to see is this one right here, point 4. Rewards: participants will earn XRP at a 7.3% annual interest as a reward. So for every 10,000 XRP you put in, you will earn 2 XRP per day. So this is something that is, I don't want to really state it, but nearly useless. So if you put in 10,000 XRP, right? You go ahead and buy 10,000 XRP right now, $3,500. You're earning about 60 cents a day. And you can go ahead and count that towards times 30, per month, whatever. Or yeah, you can calculate 7.3% or 10% a year. But I don't think it's ever worth it to lock your money up in any of these places for this interest, unless you have a good plan in mind. Like, you're going to stack a lot of money in here for 1 year to have X amount and then take it all off to, put in your hard wallet, or you want to save up for a hard wallet, so you're putting a little bit of extra into this website because they say there's no lockup, so you can take your money out whenever you want. Again, that's kind of where it becomes interesting and why I could be using it, but I have yet to try it out, and I will definitely report over the next coming weeks to see how I've been liking it. But this message is more so for the people who have already used it, been using it, or whatever. How have you experienced it? Has it been nice? Are there any red flags to this program? Because I am definitely interested in checking it out, even though it's not that profitable. But again, that's also a plus, because if it were to be too profitable, it would kind of look crazy. But 10% a year on a cryptocurrency investment is definitely doable, I would say. So again, there's no big red flags for me, but if you guys have seen any, make sure you let me know in the comment section down below, because then I'll just put this on a blacklist. I'll never look at it again. I'll block Panda XRP right this second, and you'll never hear from this website once more from me. But I'm going to try it out and see how it is. I'm going to be starting out with a little bit of XRP though, so no major amounts. I'm going to be starting out with a little bit just to have some passive income, right? Because why not? I mean, it's free money, so I'm going to try it. Now, Some other stuff, though, as I don't want to keep talking about this investment website and things like that, as it is mostly an exchange. That's what it's mostly used for. But there's also a Power Piggy program, which means you can lock up your XRP if you want to, even though it's not really locking up then. You can also do BTC and some other coins, whatever. But this video focuses mostly on XRP specifically. Ripple devotees are taking out balls deep loans to buy XRP. I was like, what? What are they talking about? But hey, they got the XRP balls deep guy, XRP Phoenix, says tweet linked up right there. It's one of the tweets that we commented on yesterday, and it got a ton of feedback, a ton of retweets, ton of likes, a ton of comments, as you just saw right here. 700 comments, 110 retweets, 1.3k likes. It is insane. But if you scroll through, my comment has to be somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Is it a safe financial decision to make? Absolutely not. Is it a fun ride? Hell yes. I admire your balls, sir. I agree 100% with your statement, is what he said as a reply. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. And again, I think it's a very, very big and crazy decision to go balls deep into a cryptocurrency, taking out a loan for way more than you can afford to pay back. He says, I'm not bragging or flexing here. My aim by stating this here is to document my balls deep journey with you as an educational material source. Again, I'm thinking here that it's never a smart decision in terms of safety purposes to do this. It's never a good financial decision. But again, you know, it's a fun ride, and you can definitely earn a lot of money if it all works out well. So, you know, sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're not. If you think it's worth it to take the risk, you go ahead and do that. This is not financial advice, so you are purely on your own right there. Price analysis for XRP. I've not looked at this for quite a long time. I thought I should just add it in here for the sake of covering it once. XRP is looking like it will enter a period of extended consolidation in the short term because both the bulls and bears are playing it safe. The bears do not want to get overly aggressive at current levels because they have not been able to break below 27,795 since mid-December of last year. On the other hand, though, bulls are not buying aggressively because the XPDUSD pair has been an underperformer in the recent recovery and has quickly given back its gains. Unless the sentiment worsens, we do not anticipate a breakdown of 27,795. Similarly, on the upside, we expect resistance at the 20-day EMA, which we discussed a couple of days before already, and above it at 34.22.9. As we don't find any reliable buy setups, we remain neutral on the pair. I would actually state the same right now because it's mostly BTC making one move anywhere right now. You can see all these cryptos are just neutral, in general, not really moving too much. I think it's because of a lot of insecurity here. Ripple's XRP TA, XRP to USD subject to a breakout from bearish pattern structure. Well, I actually did not attach too much value to this right here. Ripple's XRP price is trading in the red on Monday, holding losses of about 0.7%. XPDUSD is moving within the confinements of a bearish pattern structure via the daily, and the big psychological 30-cent mark remains vulnerable of giving way to the bears. I'm having a little bit of a cough right now. It's still so freaking hot here in the Netherlands, guys. Like, it's only, I think, 26 or something degrees, but, you know, it is still kind of hot, you know, even though it was 40 degrees last week. Right now, it's 26 degrees, and I'm still sweating a little bit. It's crazy. But yeah, it is making these videos harder. Just a tad bit because I'm just sweating out here, guys. What? Hey, you got to do something to provide content. Eh? You got to go through something. Dylan Brow on Twitter said, money is not the value for which goods are exchanged, but the value by which they are exchanged. John Law wrote, that is, money is the means by which you swap one set of stuff for another set of stuff. Again, that's what the purpose of money is. It is actually as a reply to the New Yorker, who said, we are used to dance of bills and paychecks, and to changing numbers in our bank accounts. It is only when the system buckles that we are starting to wonder, what is money and what is it actually worth? And this is a reply to that. Cool your jets, says Stuart XRP. Kind of a fun tweet right there. Hey, you guys recognize that or no? You guys recognize that? We talked about it in one of the videos before. I find it funny. E. Dadoun, or Eric Dadoun, I don't know how you pronounce that, says, when XRP and others that are building real utility cases for a more efficient world are separated from the toxicity and anarchistic tendencies of so much of the industry, do not pretend it's a surprise. Adults have been hard at work for a while. And this is actually a reply to the open letter to Congress at the Ripple website, but I'll be covering more about that in my next video coming up in a couple of hours here. And last but not least, one of the tweets which I think is interesting yet sometimes stupid, as XRP Mommy has a lot of controversial tweets, to say the least. He says, let's be real, XRP is not a gamble at this point. It's a golden ticket to financial freedom. And it got a lot of likes, and I can definitely understand why. The reason I think she is very, or I'm just assuming it's a she, sorry if my assumptions were wrong, I don't know what I should say otherwise. I'm assuming, right, she said this for the sake of either expressing her support for XRP or for the likes. I don't really know right there. But the reason I think is controversial is because she says, like, XRP is not a gamble, it's a golden ticket to financial freedom, kind of pointing towards XRP being the only thing being good in the crypto space, with the majority of her tweets as well, making some people really too obsessed with one coin, meaning they're not going to diversify well, really put all their eggs into one basket, and maybe get open to a lot of like risk, or they're vulnerable to a lot of risk. And Mashi1884 actually says something very interesting right here. He says, I'm optimistic about XRP, but caution is needed. Diversify BTC, XRP, QNT, FTM, Robi. Don't know half of these coins, but BTC, XRP, and some other coins like LTC right now, maybe Ethereum even, they can work out. And I really recommend you guys to diversify, because it's just worth it from a risk-aversive perspective and just a whole investing perspective, even if you're speculating or investing, whatever you want to call what you're doing. It is always smart to diversify just to be on the safe side. Please, just to be on the safe side, at least diversify a little bit. Even if you want to go 80% in XRP, you do that. But then have 20% in some other coins just to be safe. And I'm not trying to say safe for like XRP is going to go to zero, so go in other coins. No, I'm trying to say this by saying, if you have all your eggs into XRP, what if this is the last coin to moon? What if BTC goes up by times 15 and XRP only does times 4, which is still a high margin, a lot of money. I'm not saying that isn't, but still, some of these coins could go way better to start off than XRP, hypothetically speaking. You want to at least have some of those gains when they do occur. So that's why I always recommend to have a little bit more coins, so you have a higher chance of grabbing a moonshot. And then specifically here in this top 10 or top 12-ish, top 13, I recommend just holding a little bit of maybe all of them, maybe not Bitcoin SV or Bitcoin Cash, because you can really be against those maximalists. But once you got some more coins, you really get a little bit of a stronger feeling towards cryptocurrency in general, not XRP only, but really the blockchain feeling. And also, you're not going to FOMO into one of these coins once BTC starts to go up 15% in a day, leading the crypto run, and then the alt run follows. Because most of the time, let's just face it, BTC starts runs and XRP follows. And BTC starts runs, Ethereum follows. BTC grabs dominance up to 70, 80% or whatever it's going to do. And then altcoins go into their season and take back their dominance. But what happens then is, if you're in both these coins or only BTC, right, you're actually getting extra gains, because once BTC is at plus 15% or whatever, right, and the altcoins start to run, you can just switch from your BTC to altcoin and then grab double as many gains. So that's why I always recommend everybody to do that. It's just a smarter decision. But hey, this is not financial advice. This is purely for entertainment purposes only and educational purposes, I guess, because I'm also telling you guys facts and whatever from my personal finance history here, as I am legally a financial advisor, but I do not want to act like one in cryptocurrency, as that's really not something that I want to be involved with here. I don't want to have something on my head right there. I do recommend you guys to just be cautious. And this website, as I said before, I'm going to check it out, see how it holds up. If you guys have used it before, let me know, guys, because, hey, if you're saying it's a safe one, I'm using it too. Otherwise, I most likely will get back on it a couple of days later. And again, go check out the Dusty channel. It's definitely worth it to give it a little look. I put a lot of effort into making these videos, and they're completely free to check out. And also, guys, don't forget to enter the giveaway on this channel by pressing the like button and comment something down below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care.